In today's video, I'm gonna teach you exactly how to sign your first 5 clients and make $2,000 online. Let's get it. Welcome to today's coaching call, everybody. I hope everyone's having the best day of their entire lives. In today's masterclass, we're gonna be talking about exactly how to close your first or your next 5 clients in your online fitness business. I'm very excited to dive into this. I'm gonna give you guys a ton of value to teach you guys how to close your first or next 5 clients in your business without ads, complicated funnels, or even an audience. By the end of this webinar, you will have a step-by-step strategy to go from 0 to at least 5 paying clients without running ads or spending all day on social media. And my goal is to teach you how to make 5 clients, get 5 clients, and make at least $2,000. Make sure you guys stick around until the end of the masterclass. I will be doing a Q&A answering questions for you guys, and I'll also give out our $1,000 phone script that you can use to convert clients on the phone into your $1,000 high ticket online coaching offer. My only ask is that you guys are fully present during this training. So do me a favor, close out all your distractions, tell your mom you're busy, put your phone on silence, because this is guaranteed to change your business and your life. If you're ready to learn about what we're talking about in today's masterclass, just type ready in the chat. If you want to learn how to get your next 5 clients and make at least $2,000 online, say ready in the chat. Now, this is how I stumbled across this information, you guys. So I started out as a restaurant manager / bartender in 2016, and I was trying to get my online coaching business off the ground with no luck. I would basically go work out for an hour and a half, and then I'd work at my 9 to 5 for 8 to 10 hours a day. And then on my off time, I would basically try to work on my online coaching business, but it was more of a sporadic thing where I was putting in a little bit of work here and there, but I wasn't really getting anywhere. And it wasn't until I had a major breakup that I decided that I wanted to travel to Bali by myself for 3 weeks. And in that time span, while I was in Bali, I basically spent all my money, and I had to make a decision. I was either gonna make money in Bali or be stuck in Bali. And for me, it was one of those do or die situations that I was kind of forced into entrepreneurship. So I learned how to make money online, and I just figured out a way to make $5,000 in 3 weeks. I decided I wanted to make money. So in the 3 weeks that I spent in Bali, I made $5,000 online. And from that point, I literally never worked back. I haven't been employed by somebody for the last 9.5 to 10 years. It's been 10 years since I've had an actual job. Since that point, I've been an entrepreneur, whether it be owning a gym, owning my online coaching business, and now owning my business consulting. Yeah, it was a really cool moment for me where, I realized I could be fully free, doing what I wanted, where I wanted, with who I wanted, living the lifestyle I wanted, traveling wherever I wanted. And yeah, it's a cool life, and I get to live it every single day. So once I came back to Canada, I quit my job and I burned the boats, and I've been a full-time entrepreneur ever since. 5 months after I quit my job, I hit my first $10,000 a month, and then I scaled that business to over $50,000 per month. This is actually the same logo. I still wear it to this day. This is the same logo as my online fitness business that I had 10 years ago. And this was a photo from, 8 to 10 years ago where I was running my online coaching business. Since then, I've worked with over 10,000 online coaches, and I taught them the exact same system that I used to scale my online coaching business. And this was me and my business partner and one of our head coaches at our most recent event, where we had 300 personal trainers that flew out to see us and learn from us in person. So out of curiosity, what would your life be like if you never had to work 9 to 5 again for the rest of your life? All of your bills are paid, you got out of debt, and you made enough money from your laptop and your cell phone to put food on your table. If you want that type of life, say yes in the chat. What would your life be like if you literally never had to work at a 9 to 5 ever again? If you want that type of life, say yes. What would your life be like if you finally learned what you need to do in order to grow your online fitness business, and you were able to consistently wake up and see Stripe payments come in for $250 to $1,000 a day? And as a result, you were able to travel the world, spend more time watching your kids grow up, and feel fulfilled because you are making money by changing people's lives with health and fitness. You literally make a living from changing people's lives. If you want that type of life, say yes. What would your life be like if you were able to travel the world to countries you've never been before, buy the house that's on your vision board, buy the car you've always wanted to have, and most importantly, get your life back? Not having to work 40 hours a week for a job that you last passionate for years ago. If you want that type of life, say yes in the chat box. That's why we're all here. We're all here. The only reason you're on this masterclass is because you know that there's a part of you that wants to be able to do this full time and be able to make money from your laptop. And I'm here to tell you today, and some of the stories I'm going to share with you are going to make this a reality for you and make you realize that you are literally right there. So this is my client, Kenny Duzel. Kenny started out my coaching program with 300 social media followers, 300. Now he's got 69,000 social media followers on Instagram, a bunch on TikTok, a bunch on YouTube, all of it. Now my client, Kenny, had been working as a strength and conditioning coach, doing in-person sessions for $50 an hour, right? And he was under the impression that like personal training was one of those careers that you basically did what you loved and you didn't get paid well for it, but that was okay because you were doing what you loved. Now, again, Kenny started with 300 social media followers and he had no online clients. We're talking 0. Now Kenny has 60,000 plus social media followers. And this is the most recent screenshot from his last month. $31,500, $20,000 of that recurring, 95% retention rate. Never felt this much strength and stability in the business. game time. Not to mention, Kenny's also coaching some of the top-ranked UFC fighters in the world. He's coached a bunch of fighters that have had main cards, and it all came because he learned how to use social media properly to market his services. Here's the one thing that I need every single person on this coaching call to understand. The one thing I need you to understand is that you're closer than you think. So many online fitness coaches have tried so many different things to try to get their coaching business off the ground, and when it doesn't work, they just give up and they walk away like this guy right here. Most people think that they're years away from being able to generate a business that has $2,000 to $5,000 a month in revenue. And I'm here to tell you that you're a lot closer than you think. Everybody write that in the chat, closer than I think. You are a lot closer than you think, all right? Like we're talking about like 1 or 2 social media posts, the right DM script and the right sales script away from making your first $1,000 to $2,000 a month online. It is not that hard. And if you are my client and you've experienced this firsthand, say I have, because it's so frequent that I get clients that will come into the coaching container, they make 1 or 2 posts and they're like, oh, I just signed a client and I did not think it was gonna be that fucking easy, right? You're closer than you think. So every person on this coaching call, I just want you guys to understand that like, it doesn't matter what you're trying to do with your online coaching business and how big you wanna grow it. Like you are so close and you just need the right system. So let's get into it. Secret number 1 is the client attraction system. All right, I'm gonna teach you guys the client attraction system. This is the thing. Most personal trainers rely on what I call word of mouth marketing. You guys are just posting random social media posts, trying to grow your online coaching business. Maybe you're watching my podcast, watching my YouTube, watching my content. You're just putting random stuff out there, hoping that something hits, which is why you struggle to sign clients and make money, because you're not following a proven system to generate leads and book you sales calls. You're literally just throwing random posts to the wall and hoping that something works. Drop a yes in the chat if you struggle with getting qualified leads and sales in the calendar. You feel like you're posting random stuff on social media, hoping that you're gonna get clients. When it doesn't work, you're not really sure why it didn't work, and you're kind of like all over the place, and you're just basically like going all willy-nilly trying to grow your online coaching business. And it's funny because every single person on this coaching call is a personal trainer, which means you guys understand the value of following a system. Your client went to the gym and did fucking random willy-nilly workouts. Some days they're doing push-ups, some days they're doing box squats, some days they're doing burpees with no system. Of course they're not gonna lose weight. This is how many of you are approaching your online coaching business, no system. Now the first thing that you need to understand is people do business with people that they know, like, and trust, okay? This is the client attraction system. In order for people to purchase off of you, they need to know you, they need to like you, and they need to trust you. This was the first thing that I ever learned from one of my marketing coaches back, 2016 we're talking about. And this concept completely changed my life forever. Because when I learned this concept of in order for people to do business with you, they need to know you, like you, and trust you, then I started to ask myself the question, well, how do I get people to know me, like me, and trust me? In order to get people to know you, like you, and trust you, we need to do connection content, proof content, and value content. Connection content gets people to know us, value content gets people to like us, and proof content gets people to trust us, okay? So if we look at this pyramid right here, know, like, trust, the reason we structured it like this is because all of you guys have people on your social media right now that know you. We're talking about acquaintances, friends, family members, coworkers, people you went to high school with, people that you've known in passing. These people know you. Now, in order for people to like you, especially when we're talking about your ideal clients, we need to be giving them tangible value. And my definition of tangible value is something that they can actually take and implement because they're listening to your advice, whether that be a live stream, a post, a podcast, an Instagram story, whatever. Like, you need to give your audience something tangible. Out of curiosity, out of every single person that's on this coaching call right now, how many of you guys have gotten something valuable that you can actually take and use from watching me on Instagram? If you have, say yes. So people know us, whether it's acquaintances, friends, family, coworkers, just on a base level on social media already. So that's already taken care of. And then we can amplify that by sharing our story more, which is why I shared my story with you guys at the start of this coaching call. I told you guys that I started out my coaching career as a bartender, and then I got to know online coaching, and I told you guys my origin story. Know me, like me, and trust me. You're gonna like me because I'm giving you something that you can actually use, which is what you guys need to think about when you're creating content. You need to give your audience something they can actually use. And then trust is the single most important thing, because people can know us and they can like us, but they're not gonna trust us unless they can see evidence of our theories creating results. Okay, so trust is the single most important one out of all these. So let's break down the most important one that basically gets all the revenue, and that's proof content. Proof content is what gets people to trust you, right? And by the way, like, the way that you post your proof content and the way that you share your stories on social media is going to determine whether or not you sign clients. The framework for proof content is very simple. Client name got specific result in specific time frame. Write that down. This is how you're gonna post proof content in a way that sign clients. Client name got specific result in specific time frame. This is how we post proof content. And then you're gonna write a post that includes all of the wrong things that the client was doing, then all the changes that you made with this client, and then all the benefits that came as a result of those changes, right? So all the wrong things the client was doing, all the changes you made with this client, and then all the benefits that came as a result of these changes. So this is an example. This is one of my clients, Don Carter. He's my highest ever earning client. He makes $500,000 a month. And this is one of his social proof posts. So his client name, wrapping up his 16-week transformation program, dropping 17 pounds of body fat and achieving the best shape of his life. So client name, got specific result. He lost 17 pounds in specific time frame. Does this make sense? If this makes sense, say yes in the chat. So this is how you start the post. And then you're always gonna put the before photo on the left and the after photo on the right, because human beings read books left to right. And so that's how we wanna organize our content. Then we're gonna do a brief backstory of the client. So we wanna tell a little bit about the client. The reason we wanna do this is it's going to create the story that people can attach themselves to when we tell parts of our client's journey. So as an example, let's say that this guy was an iron worker and he worked shift work 8 to 10 hours a day. If I tell that story in that social proof, what that's gonna do is that's gonna resonate with people that are working 8 to 10 hours a day trying to lose weight. And so when you tell certain aspects of a client's story, what it does is it paints the picture in the audience's mind, which makes the concept easier to grip onto, and it puts themselves in the actual character that you're trying to communicate. And then you're gonna do 3 things the client was struggling with, right? So you wanna talk about 3 specific things that this client was doing when they first came to you. Then you're gonna talk about when they got introduced to you. Then you're gonna talk about 3 positive changes that the client has actually seen. Then you're gonna do a call to action. Here's an example. Doug is an iron worker. So my client Doug just wrapped up his 16-week program and dropped 17 pounds. Doug came to me and he was an iron worker working 8 to 12 hours a day. He had no idea what to eat. He struggled with his gym workouts and he was doing all these fad diets like keto and intermittent fasting. Now Doug and I came across each other 6 months ago. When Doug and I came across each other, the first thing we do is we started eating in an exact 500 calorie deficit. That was the first thing. Second thing we did is 3 strength training days a week. And the third thing we did is we actually cut out his cardio completely. He was doing 30 minutes of cardio every single day. We stopped that, we increased his food, and as a result, he was able to drop 17 pounds in 16 weeks. If you want more info on coaching, comment the word fat loss and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help. Does this framework make sense? If it does, say hell yes in the chat box. This is how I want you guys to structure your proof posts. All right, so again, we're gonna do it one more time just so you guys understand. Client name, got specific result in specific time frame. Then you're gonna put the before photo on the left, the after photo on the right. You're gonna name the client, wrapping up their 16-week transformation program, dropping whatever result you got. Then you're gonna do a brief backstory on the client, 3 things that the client was struggling with, an introduction to you, 3 positive changes the client has seen, and a call to action. This is how you're gonna structure your social proof posts. Now, a question that I get all the time is how often am I posting social proof? You need to be posting social proof 1 to 2 times every single week, minimum 1 to 2 times a week, and every single day on your Instagram story. Now, I understand if you're a new online coach that you don't have a lot of people that you can post in your story because you're a new online coach. And if that's the case, you need to recycle your own story and find different ways to communicate your story and different aspects of your story that you can share with your audience. But the answer is every day. You need to find a different way to post social proof consistently, whether that be screenshots of your client wins, screenshots of trainerized graphs, screenshots of happy clients messaging you saying that they lost weight, before and after photos, testimonial videos, all the time, posting social proof every single day. Again, if you're following me on Instagram and you've seen me post my clients getting amazing results, say yes in the chat box if you follow me on Instagram and you've seen some of my clients and some of the stuff that they're doing. Because those people that are watching your stuff are gonna be seeing your content, seeing all the amazing transformations, and they're gonna wanna work with you. Guys, social proof is such an effective form of marketing that Facebook and Instagram have banned before and after photos because they work so well. Because random supplement companies can just use before and after photos to sell us on fad diets and bullshit. So if that's the case with Facebook and Instagram ads, if they're so effective that they've been banned from marketing, don't you think that that would be an effective strategy to post organically to get more people to reach out to you? Say yes if you agree. This is the single most important piece of content that you guys can post if you want to sign clients. So important, and it's so important that you structure it like this. Now, this is my client, Angela Holmes. Again, Angela Holmes started the program with less than 500 social media followers. Right now, she has 1,400, so we helped her gain 1,000. November 22nd, she sent me a message. Hey, Brian, am I gonna break a student record? I have 525 followers. I started September 23rd, and I'm at $8,500 in sales for November. I have 4 more calls in the next 3 days, and I'm gonna break 10K. I was like, oh, Angela made $10,000 in her first 24 days of November. If she can do it, so can you. Literally, a couple days later, she sent me this message. I just hit 10K. And again, Angela had 525 followers. Write this in the chat. If she can do it, so can I. All of you guys that think you're so far away from building a business that hits $10,000 a month, when we got somebody that has 525 followers that hits $10,000 a month, I just want you guys to know that like, if that's possible for her, it's definitely possible for you. Now, know, like, and trust is literally everything. Proof is the most important part of know, like, and trust. A lot of you guys are just posting value content. You're just tip guy on Instagram or the tip girl on Instagram.
3 secrets to help you lose weight. 3 secrets to help you grow a bigger booty.
Right? Or you're just posting personal stuff like pictures of your dog or your cat or your ferret or whatever kind of animal you have. And you're wondering why you're not signing clients. If you don't post enough social proof on your social media, that is why you are not signing clients. 100% guaranteed, no questions asked. And if this has been valuable so far, say yes in the chat box. Secret number 2, the lead conversion blueprint. All right, I'm gonna give you guys the lead conversion blueprint. This is secret number 2, and that's me, my jacked arm. Now, let me know if this sounds like you. You're posting on social media and you're hoping to get clients. And you get potential leads in conversation, but most of them are broke and they can't afford it. You have no idea where you're gonna find people who would potentially be interested in your offer. As a result, you can't close clients on your high ticket offer no matter what you do. If that sounds like you, say yep in the chat box. And as you guys can see over here, I got Casper the Ghost. I figured that this was a really good place to put Casper the Ghost because most of you guys struggle with getting people that will actually reach out back to you because you don't have a system dialed in order to get people reaching out to you. So you end up posting, hoping to get clients, nobody reaches out. You start conversations with people, they don't reach back out. You have no idea how to sign clients, and so we just end up stuck with a guy named Casper, and your clients are Casper. FYI, just in case you didn't know that. Instead, I want you guys to understand the best way to get clients from social media, okay? I'm gonna give you guys the blueprint. I'm gonna give you guys the sauce. I'm gonna give you guys the goodies. The formula is this, write this in the chat. Give, then ask. Write that in the chat. Give, then ask. That's the formula. Give, then ask. Your content should be so good that your content gets people results for free without hiring you. And then upon giving that valuable content, you generate goodwill in the marketplace and people start to trust you and your brand. At that point, that's when you're gonna ask. When you ask, you're actually gonna get people that will respond to you because your content has already provided them with so much value that they would feel like inclined to work with you. Now, this might sound stupid simple, and it's because it is. However, this is why it has not worked out in the past for you. Your give to ask ratio sucks, for lack of a better term. We're just gonna say suck. Most of you guys aren't actually giving value on social media. You're posting these random videos that are either way too long and drawn out and don't actually give value, or you're posting videos and pictures that don't have any thought behind it. And as a result, you think you're giving value to your social media, but your avatar isn't actually receiving anything from it. Here's a really easy formula to figure out whether or not your content is good. Go to your last 9 posts on Instagram, and I want you to watch them after you're done this training. And ask yourself, you can actually watch them while you're watching this training if you want to. And I want you to ask yourself this question. It's really simple. If somebody came to my page without knowing anything about me, could they watch the last 9 videos on my Instagram and get results for free without hiring? Could they lose weight, get in shape, transform their life, develop a better mindset, and become a better version of themselves just based off of the content that I'm posting on my Instagram? And if the answer is no, that is why you are not signing clients. A lot of you guys are not actually giving value, and then you're going to social media with your hand out wondering why you're not signing clients. Your give isn't even valuable. And as a result of your give not being valuable, people don't view you as an authority. People need to come to your page and actually consume your content and be able to digest it and say like, damn, like, that was good. I'm glad I followed this dude. I'm glad I followed this girl. I got a ton of value from that. And the last thing is your profile isn't established and you're not positioning yourself as an expert, so people don't take your ask seriously. And that was Dad Bod Steve. So this is Dad Bod Steve right here. When Dad Bod Steve first came to me, his biggest problem was that he didn't know how to post on social media. Dad Bod Steve had 1,000 followers, right? And he was doing all the stuff. He was sending lots of DMs. He was trying to go live. He was reaching out to people on social media. He had 1,000 Instagram followers, hoping to sign everyone and anyone that had a heartbeat. We worked with Dad Bod Steve and we helped him identify that his avatar is men that want to lose their dad bod, and he went all in with his content. Now, Dad Bod Steve not only has 300,000 followers on Instagram, and he's generating over $30,000 a month consistently with his online business. This month was actually his best ever month. He's like best month ever at $47,000. Consistently gone viral on TikTok, Instagram, and now Facebook. When you go viral, you gain followers, and when you have more followers, making money is a lot easier. This is what happens when you start delivering real value to social media. And a lot of the people that I'm talking about in today's presentation started out with very small followings, and because they implemented everything that we're talking about today, they implemented give, ask in a way that actually delivered value to his avatar, who are men that wanted to lose their dad bod. They started to follow him, and then content creation became easy because he knew who he was speaking to, and it was easy for him to generate leads because everybody that was in his audience was there for that content. If this making sense, say yes in the chat box. Cool. Secret number 3, the consistent scaling method. All right, this is like, once you guys understand this, you'll understand business. This is very simple. And I actually get a lot of people that DM me consistently every day on Instagram and tell me that they follow my content because it applies to any industry. And this content for online fitness coaches is like the sauce. And if you truly understand this content and you really break it down to this simplistic level, it's impossible for you to fail. Let's break it down. Here's why most trainers never hit $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, or even $10,000 a month. You don't have a consistent scaling method. You're chasing leads, hoping and praying that people will reply to your DMs with no real system for getting leads consistently coming through the front door of your online coaching business. Who here feels stuck when it comes to their online coaching business because they don't have a system? If that's you, say me in the chat. You just do not have a system for your online coaching business, and as a result, you feel stuck. stuck. You're not sure what to do when you're posting on social media. You're not sure what to say in the DM. You're not sure what to say on sales calls, and you're doing a bunch of random stuff, which is equally as effective as giving your client a workout program that says, go to the gym. And they're like, okay, but what do I do at the gym? You're like, I don't know, just go. That's how most of you guys are approaching your online coaching business. And that's exactly how Edward felt as well. This is my client, Edward Scott. He had a full-time career and a high-paying corporate job, but it wasn't his passion. He wanted to find his passion for online fitness coaching. This is Edward. He cashed out his 401k, cashed out his Roth and IRA. I don't even know what that means. That's a States thing. And he burned the boat, and he's going all in, and he's gonna tell me why. This is Eddie starting to go commit and actually go from corporate America, where he's making over $100,000 a year, to his online coaching business. And then just like that, it took me 16 months to hit 10K. I just hit $11,000 in 15 days. Edward now consistently makes $10,000 to $20,000 per month. He travels the world full time, and he's able to do what he loves as a career in health and fitness. And he did it with the method that I'm gonna break down in the next slide. And I'm telling you guys, I want you guys to pay attention on the next slide, because what I'm about to explain to you, if you actually take this seriously, will transform your business, will transform your life, and will make you successful no matter what you go into in life. Business is a very simple formula, okay? This is how we attack business. First part of business is a triangle. That's how simple it is. First part of business is attract. You need to spend all of your time and energy figuring out how to attract clients. What do you need to post on social media? What does your profile need to look like? Who are you speaking to? What kind of messaging do you have with your content? What type of content are you posting on social media that are getting people to reach out to you? The purpose of attract is to get more eyeballs. We want to get more people paying attention to us. And the best way to do that is with content creation. If you are a new online fitness coach and you literally have nowhere, like you have no idea where to start, the first place that you need to start is you need to figure out how to get clients to pay attention to you. And the way that we get clients to pay attention to us is very simple. Connection, proof, and value. We figure out how to post connection content in a way that resonates with our audience. We figure out how to deliver value content to our avatar to get them exactly like the people that we're trying to speak to reaching out to us. And we show evidence of clients that we're currently working with that can prove that we actually know what we're talking about. So the entire purpose of the first phase of the model is to get people to pay attention to us. So that's attract. And it doesn't matter if you're just getting started on social media. It doesn't matter if you have 0 followers. It doesn't matter if you literally start a brand new Instagram account. With social media today, you can literally make a post on social media and get seen by tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of followers. I've seen it happen consistently time and time again. Like I'm telling you guys, it's never been easier to start and scale an online coaching business as it is in 2025. Like this is the golden window of opportunity that everybody's been waiting for. If you guys wanted to jump an income class 100 years ago, in order for you to jump an income class, like you would have to work at a corporate job for 10 to 15 to 20 years to even consider increasing your income from like where it's at right now to 25% higher. And right now with social media, you guys can get good at social media in 30 to 60 days. And in 30 to 60 days, start making $2,000 to $5,000 a month. And the way that you do this is by mastering attraction. Now attraction, write this in the chat, attraction equals get more eyes. That's what you need to do, okay? That's the first phase of the model. Attraction equals get more eyes. How do I get more eyes on my content? How do I get more people paying attention to what I have to say? How do I get more people reaching out to me? That is attract. Second part of the phase is conversion. Now again, this is where a lot of online coaches go wrong, is because you guys are sending your prices in the DMs, you're trying a bunch of different stuff to get people to reach out to you, you're sending messages to cold leads on social media, nobody's replying. The second piece of the puzzle is once you get people paying attention to you, you need to figure out how to get them into your inbox. More importantly, you need to figure out how to get them into your calendar, and even more importantly, you need to figure out how to close the deal. Now, in order to do this effectively, you need to be working through a system in your DMs. Again, a lot of you guys are approaching your DMs without a system. You're saying a bunch of random stuff in the DMs, you're trying to be friends with people in the DMs. That's not the move. Write this in the chat. The DMs are to book calls. That's the purpose of the DMs. The DMs are to book calls. Write that in the chat. So you need to use your DMs to book phone calls with your prospects. Once you book the phone call with the prospect, that's not the start. That's not the end. That's the start. The second part of the conversion process is you actually need to get them to show up to the call. Because if they book the call and they don't show up, you're not going to make any money. So the first thing we need to do is we need to use the DMs to book the call. The second thing that we need to do is we need to use the conversion process to get people to show up to the call. The way that we do this is with calendar reminders, email reminders, which you can automate and completely take off your plate. You can also send a pre-call video the morning of or the night before to make sure that they actually show up for the call. So DMs to book the call, we need to make sure they show up to the call. Once they show up to the call, then we need to close the deal. And the way that we close the deal is by doing a fitness assessment. Now, how many people here, out of curiosity, have worked in person as a personal trainer? If you have, say I have. Out of curiosity, how many of you guys have worked in person as a personal trainer? The way that the in-person personal training model works is you essentially use your fitness assessment to dissect people's biggest problems, and then everybody gets a free fitness assessment, and then based off of that free fitness assessment, you tell them what their problems are, and then you sell them a personal training package. We do the exact same thing online, okay? So online, we basically take them through a fitness assessment, but we do it over the phone, and we identify their biggest struggles, how long they've been struggling with it, how it's been impacting them. Then we figure out what their biggest goals are, what their motivations are, why it's important to them. Then we figure out what their spending habits are, how many times a week are they eating out, how much fast food are they eating, are they drinking, are they smoking cigarettes. Once we figure out all of these things, we basically test their commitment levels. We ask them on a scale of 1 to 10, how serious are you about your goals? Once we test their commitment levels, we actually give them some value. So this is why it's not a sales call, it's a fitness assessment. We give them some value and we tell them, listen, you're eating out too much, you're smoking cigarettes every weekend, weekend, you're doing way too much cardio. We basically tell them all the things that they're doing wrong. After we tell them all the things that they're doing wrong, then we actually start to present how we can help them. So we start talking about how we can do the training plan for them, the nutrition plan for them, the accountability program for them. Once they agree that that's all valuable, then we present our offer. And we're gonna sell them a $1,000 high ticket online coaching program. Write this in the chat. People aren't paying for your hours. That's a big thing I need you guys to understand. People aren't paying for your hours. When you first get into working for somebody else, if you go to your 9-to-5 job, you get paid $25 per hour that you work. And because of that, you've trained yourself to essentially be a slave. You've also told yourself that your life energy, the time that you have on this planet, when it expires, then it's gone. You've literally said to yourself, an hour of my life is worth $25, which to me is crazy, which is why I haven't worked for somebody in 11 years. Instead of thinking about the amount of time that you're gonna put into the program and charging based off of that, I want you to think about the transformation that this is gonna provide for the client. Out of curiosity, if somebody lost 15 pounds, they had more energy to play with their kids, their sex life improved, they were more confident taking their shirt off, they saw their six-pack for the first time, how much money is that worth? To be able to have more money, to be able to have more energy to play with your kids, to be able to be confident in your own skin, to be able to have a better sex life with your partner, to be able to be confident taking your shirt off. What is that worth? Write that in the chat. This is the mindset, you guys, all right? And this is the mindset that we need to get into. Is like, it becomes easy to sell high ticket when you realize the transformation that you're putting people through. You are helping people like lose weight, get in shape, feel confident in their own skin. You're giving them the accountability, you're giving them the guidance, you're giving them the mentorship, you're helping them break limiting beliefs that they might have had for years. You're helping them pass down healthier habits to their kids. Like, because you help somebody with their fitness goals and they're living a better life, they're gonna pass those habits on to their kids. What is that worth? They're learning from you, and because they're learning from you, they're gonna tell their daughter how to eat healthier. They're gonna tell their son how to work out. What is that worth? Does this make sense? If this makes sense, say yes in the chat box. That is why people pay high ticket. Not because you spend a lot of time on the program, because the transformation that you're providing with the program is worth it. So on the fitness assessment, what we do is we sell the program. It's a $1,000 transformation program. We collect the cash on the phone and then we onboard. Okay, so then attract, we get more eyeballs, we get them in the DMs, we book a call, we get them to show up, we close the client, then we move on to the next phase, which is deliver. Write that in the chat, deliver. This is where a lot of people don't focus. Like, if you've been to any other business mentorship programs and you've talked to any other business mentors, a lot of people don't focus on this. This is actually like my heart and soul. Is the reason that PT Domination is the way that it is because we deliver to our clients. When a client signs up for our coaching program, we guarantee results. We over deliver with the coaching calls, we over deliver with the value in the community, we over deliver with how we show up for events, we over deliver. If you're my client and you agree with that statement, say I agree. Now, deliver for you, what this means for you, online fitness coaches that are listening to this right now, is not only is delivery the training program, the nutrition program, the accountability, and that involves like what apps you should use and how frequently you should do your check-ins and what your meal plans look like, how frequently you're updating your meal plans. So not only is it that, but deliver really for me is like caring about your clients. I feel like the reason that clients stick around with PT Domination for 1 year, 2 year, 5 years is because we actually care about our client. And so deliver means this: when a client pays you $1,000 on the phone, they're paying you because they want your help transforming their life. So deliver means that you actually do transform their life. Deliver means that you go above and beyond. Deliver means that when a client is struggling, you find a way to solve that problem. Deliver means that if a client pays you money, it's now your responsibility to help them solve that problem. That's what deliver means. And so what we do is we actually work with our clients to teach them how frequently to check in. We teach them how to build a community with their clients. We teach them how frequently they should go live to communicate with their clients. And most importantly, we teach them the core principle of like always going above and beyond for your clients, because at the end of the day, like, too many coaches focus on getting more clients and selling more clients and not enough on keeping the clients they already have. But in reality, the clients that you already have are the ones that are paying your bills. So they should take precedence over the idea of like, I need to get more clients. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, say yes in the chat box. So we attract more clients on social media, we get more eyeballs on us. Once we get more eyeballs on us, we basically get them in the DMs, and then from the DMs, we book a call. From the booked call, we get them to show up. Once they show up, we close them on a $1,000 high ticket offer. Once we close them on a $1,000 high ticket offer, we onboard them into the coaching program. We deliver training plans, nutrition plans, and accountability. We get them into our Facebook community. We set up a check-in cadence, and we make sure that we go above and beyond for our clients. And then we attract more clients, we convert more clients, and we deliver amazing service. And that's how the business works. Does this make sense? Are you guys following along? Is this valuable? If this is valuable, say yes. This is how businesses grow, right? And our entire blueprint that we've taught to over 10,000 coaches is based off of this simple philosophy: attract more clients, convert more clients, deliver an amazing service. And if you do this consistently, your business will grow. This is the exact same model that we've given to all of these students. So this is my client Nick, $20,000 in January. My client Brandon Paul really liked my program, wasn't sure if he was gonna be able to afford it. In short, I asked him to imagine himself in 6 16 weeks from now in the best shape of his life and asked him if it would be worth it. 5 seconds later, he signed up. Bam, convert. My client Zoe, second $1,000 PIF in 1 week. I genuinely did not believe this is possible. My client George Smith, this is so crazy. I need more. I'm at $12,000 this month. He literally has $10,000 on the way to his bank account right now. If that was happening to you, if you had $10,000 on the way to your bank account right now, how much would your life change? Be honest. I want you to think about that for a second. If you had $10,000 on the way to your bank account right now, how much would your life change? This is not hard stuff, you guys. This is easy stuff. This is easy stuff. Cool. Now, these are the 3 secrets to 5 new clients and $2,000 online. Secret number 1 is the client attraction system, all right? We taught you guys exactly what you guys need to do to attract clients. The most important thing is proof. Secret number 2 is the lead conversion blueprint. Not only do you need to get clients to reach out to you, but you need to follow a proven DM framework to get them booked in for a call, get them to show up for the call, and then close them on the program. Secret number 3 is the consistent scaling method. Once you know how to attract clients and convert clients and deliver an amazing service, you're gonna do all of these things on repeat until you have a successful business that generates $5,000 to $10,000 a month. Let me ask you a question. How many of you guys have enjoyed this masterclass so far? You have, say yes in the chat box. This is valuable, if it's been insightful, if it's like opened up your eyes, if it's given you some clarity and now you can understand how the entire process works, say yes in the chat box. Now, for the attendees that wanna guarantee that you sign your next 5 clients and make at least $2,000, we created an exclusive group and an exclusive program to help you start making money online. Are you cool if I share more about Your First 5 Clients program? If that's cool, say yes. That's cool, say yes. Now, join online fitness coaches that are implementing the framework that we just talked about on today's coaching call, called the Attract, Convert, Deliver framework, and be part of a community of 10,000 online coaches that we've currently helping millions of fitness clients all around the world. Introducing your first 5 clients. Now, we're excited to help you master the game of online fitness coaching and help you start signing clients right away and start making money. Now, here's what you're gonna get with your first 5 clients. First things first is the authority profile setup. We're gonna give you guys a step-by-step blueprint to turning your social media into a money-making machine. We're also gonna give you guys step-by-step content templates and schedules so you never guess on social media again. And finally, we're gonna give you the authority profile accelerator modules to turn you from a nobody into an expert with a few small tweaks. Second thing you're gonna get is the lead gen sales machine. Learn the step-by-step call to actions that will generate you leads and get qualified sales prospects reaching out to you. We're also gonna give you guys the 5 to 10 calls per week DM script alongside step-by-step trainings to help you guys turn an interested prospect into a paying client. And finally, we're gonna give you guys the $1,000 sales system broken down in such a simple format that even my little sister can understand. Next thing we're gonna go over is the 5-star delivery method. And again, we talked about this on today's training. It's attract, convert, deliver. We're gonna give you guys your business in a box blueprint to know exactly how to deliver your $1,000 offer. Next thing we're gonna give you is in-depth tutorials of every single app that you are going to be using. So even if you suck at technology, you're gonna know exactly what to do. And finally, we're gonna teach you guys how to build a community of people who are ride or die for your business and will continue to pay you for months or even years on end. Next thing you're gonna get is the bulletproof sales system. We're gonna teach you exactly how to overcome all objections so you can consistently close $1,000 clients consistently. Next thing we're gonna go over is exactly how to frame your calls properly so that you get minimal objections. And finally, we're gonna teach you how to collect $1,000 on the phone so you don't get prospects who flip-flop on their commitment. Because a lot of you guys will get prospects all the way to the edge and then you're not able to push them over the edge and collect the cash because you don't know how to get people to actually commit. Now, this is cool. We're actually gonna be doing 12 months of access to value, and I got this cute cat in here because I think that's hilarious. And you're gonna be able to learn at your own pace. So even if you're studying, in school, a parent, have a full-time career, you can do this whenever you have free time. This self-paced learning style will allow you to go back, rewatch, and relearn, and re-implement the content that's helping you make money. And finally, you're gonna get lifetime credit with your offer. Anything you put towards your first 5 clients program will automatically count as credit to any programs you decide to do with us in the future. So you're gonna get the Authority Profile Accelerator, which is $999 in value. You're gonna get the Lead Gen Sales Engine, which is $999 in value. You're gonna get the 5-star delivery model, which is $999 in value. You're gonna get the Bulletproof Sales System, which is $999 in value. You're also gonna get 12 months of access to that value, which is a $2,000 value, for a total value of $5,996. We also have a results-based guarantee. Now, we are so confident that this program will help you generate at least $2,000 in revenue, that if we do not make at least $2,000 in revenue, despite you doing everything that you asked, we will refund you every single dollar that you paid. Now, I have a question for you guys. If all this did was help you make $2,000 in revenue, based off of everything that we talked about today on today's coaching call, based off of everything that we went over, if I taught you guys how to make $2,000 in revenue, would this be worth it? Say yes. If you think it would be worth it if it helped you make $2,000 in revenue, say yes in the chat box. Perfect. If all this did was teach you exactly what to post on social media so that you no longer had to play guessing games and you were able to get clients consistently, would it be worth it? If it would be worth it, say yes in the chat box. Last thing is, if all this did was give you the exact framework that our clients are using to close 1 to 2 new clients every single week, would it be worth it? You no longer had to play guessing games with your social media and you finally figured out exactly what you need to do on social media in order to sign clients and make money every single week. If it did that, and would it be worth it? If it would be worth it, say yes in the chat box. This is my client, Matthew Orlando. Now, Matthew started out the coaching program with less than 5,000 Instagram followers, right? Right now, he's at 66.3 thousand Instagram followers. He also made $14,000 in the month of December. $14,000 in the month of December. Matt's actually making 20K a month. I just found this screenshot and I thought it was dope. And again, I like the reason I like to show Matthew Orlando is because this is a dude that struggled with social media. He sucked at posting on Instagram. He wasn't consistent. He had no idea what to post. Now he's at 66,000 followers on social media. That's like bigger than a football stadium full of humans. This is my client, Johan. Johan's actually on this call right now. Johan, say what's up. My client, Johan's on this call. Johan, I know you're here. Say what's up on the call. I just saw you earlier. Johan's on this call right now. My guy, there he is. Johan, 281 followers on Instagram. Johan, 281 followers. That's him hitting $10,000 in January. 281 followers. How many of you guys would like to get results like that? If you would, say yes in the chat box. My client, Johan, 281 followers on Instagram. Boom, $10,000. That's what I'm talking about, all right? So again, this is possible for any of you guys. My client, Darren Jansen, first month over $10,000. I had a strong start and a weak mid-month. Learned how to not let emotions dictate actions. Stayed on the plan. Last $50 came in January 30th to hit 10K. Let's go. Thank you so much for the support, Pam. Bam, bam. Now we want to make this a no-brainer for you because we want to help you get your online coaching business started and make your first $2,000 online. So we got some bonuses. Very nice. Now you will become a founding member of your first 5 clients group. This is the first time we are ever launching this offer. I will say if you are my client and you're already in the CLA, this is like the CLA is the sauce. So if you're already in my client, this won't be valuable for you. If you are not my client and you've been thinking about it, this is for you. Bonus number 1, you're gonna get the 10K IG stories ebook. This is a step-by-step blueprint to generate consistent traffic with Instagram stories. We're gonna give you guys the exact formulas for call to actions that pull clients from Instagram stories. And finally, we're gonna teach you guys how to use engagement polls to generate consistent inbound traffic. We're also gonna give you our 100 content ideas PDF. You're gonna have 100 content ideas at the tip of your fingers so you don't have to guess anymore. We're also gonna give you guys the pain problem solution framework for creating content that slaps. And finally, we're gonna make content creation easy and effortless, and we're gonna help you remove writer's block completely. And as a bonus, anybody that enrolls today will get a free ticket to our next virtual event. We host virtual events once a year with big guest speakers like Lane Norton, Phil Heath, and more. Tickets usually sell for $297, but as a bonus for taking action today, your ticket will be completely free. That's F-R-E-E. So what you're gonna get is the Authority Profile Accelerator, which is $999 in value. Agent Sales Engine, $999 in value. The 5-star delivery medal, $999 in value. Bulletproof System, $999 in value. 12 months of access to value for $2,000 in value. The 10K IG Stories ebook, which is $999 in value. 100 Content Ideas ebook, which is $99 in value. And the ticket to the PT Domination virtual event for a total value of $6,491. And again, I just want to remind you guys that we do have a results-based guarantee. We are so confident that the program will help you generate at least $2,000 in revenue, that if we don't help you make $2,000 in revenue, despite doing everything that we ask, we will refund you every single dollar that you pay. So now you have 2 choices. You can drive around this tiny little smart car, trying to do this on your own, trying to figure it out, posting on social media, not getting any clients, no idea where to start, talking about how you want to start your online coaching business, but never really taking any action, basically driving around in this little smart car. Or you can drive around in the Lambo and you can figure out exactly what you need to do on social media in order to sign clients. You can figure out exactly what you need to do on social media in order to make money. You can follow a guaranteed results blueprint that will help you generate at least $2,000 in revenue, guaranteed. All right, so you can drive this tiny little smart car, you can drive the Lambo. I don't know about you guys, but I'm more of a Lambo guy myself. So you can become a founding member today for only $997. That's $997. My team members are gonna drop a link in the chat box right now. You can become a founding member today for only $997, right? Only $997. Payment plans are available, so click the link in the chat or visit ptdomination.com/5clients. Now, what you'll be able to do for this $997 is you'll be able to make at least $2,000 online. You're also gonna learn exactly how to start your online fitness business. Now, again, if you are my client, this won't be valuable for you. This is stuff that you've already learned. You're gonna learn how to create content that signs clients and performs well. You're also gonna learn how to sell $1,000 high-ticket online coaching programs with ease. You're also gonna get a business-in-a-box blueprint for online coaches. And you're gonna make enough money to consider quitting your 9-to-5 job. This is my client, Nick Conway, $20,000. Nick Conway made $20,000 in January alone. You can become a founding member today for only $997. We've never done anything like this before. If you are my client, I want you to think about the onboarding. This is basically the onboarding. If you're my client, that's exactly what this is. Basically the onboarding. Now, this is one of my clients, Anthony, 1,123 posts. He has 184,000 followers. When Anthony first started with us, he had less than 2,000 followers, 1,500 to be exact. And now he has 184,000 followers because of what we've taught him on social media. And this is Anthony posting, celebrating Thanksgiving with another client sold this morning. Thankfully for being in the community before PT Domination versus after in just 1 year. So in 1 year by himself, he made 23K. In 1 year with PT Domination, he made $367,000. Boom. And again, guys, you can join today for only $9.97. So if you go, tap the link in the chat box. I want you guys to register and then come back to the chat and say done, so I know that you've registered. By the way, we're just testing this. I don't even know if we're gonna keep this up because frankly, like the Change Lives Academy is dope, but I've been getting a lot of messages from people that are just getting started and they want something to get their foot in the door and they just want something that they're able to like self-study at their own pace without any of the coaching calls and the container. They just want to be able to learn the information. This is likely the only time we are ever doing this. So if you've been in my audience, you've been watching the content, you've been considering joining, and you're like maybe on the fence, like I'm telling you guys, you need to take me up on this offer because I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing this for. This is my client, Katie Lifts. Katie Solarni. Again, she started out with not 150,000 followers. She just posted this. I actually posted this from July 23rd. Hit my first $30,000 a month since joining in April. Hyped to see what else I can do after my show when I have carbs. Katie's now making $80,000 a month. And again, you can learn the information, the foundations that we teach Katie for only $9.97. It's insane. Tap the link in the chat. Once you guys are done tapping the link in the chat, you register, come back to the chat and say done so that I know that you've registered. Again, this is my client, Doug Clark, okay? Doug Clark, again, started out with less than 1,000 followers on this Instagram. Right now, he's at 13.1 thousand followers on this Instagram. We taught Doug exactly who he wants to speak to. We taught Doug exactly how to speak to his avatar. And Doug hit his target of $30,000 this month. Boom, 13.1 thousand followers. And again, you can learn the exact same information, the exact same foundation that we taught Doug for $9.97. Come on, son, let's go. Once you guys are done registering, come back to the chat and say done so I know that you are all registered. I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing this for. We're kind of throwing this out there to see how it goes. Goes well, cool. If it doesn't, we're taking it off because I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing this for because frankly, it's a fucking steal of a deal. You can become a founding member today for only $9.97. And again, if you're interested, you can tap the link in the chat or tap the button below this video. You can register for your first 5 clients. Become a founding member today. I'm not sure how long this offer is going to be on the table. We're testing this out. So if you want to be a founding member, tap the button in the description of this video and I'll see you on the other side.